Yes, but you're not in regular time, Trin. Yuck. I tease. Here we go. Himmelsdorf, winter. I start at the top. The battle plays out as if I am on the team of the side that they put me on as spectator. Although I'm not actually part of the team, the victory defeat banner at the end will be based on that team. So I believe I was on Joe's side in the training room in the lobby. Listen here, Louise. Let's see. Now, if anyone is unfamiliar with spectator mode, what happens here is free camera mode. It's my up and down. What happens here is the one team, the one team is all in blue, and the other team is all in red. Now, we'll fly up in the air. You can see on the mini map, it shows my camera on the mini map. We've got Joe's team going mainly north to the, east to the hill. We got Lanity's team doing a push down here on the 3 line. So bear with me. This is why I wanted to do a practice on this. I've got my camera flying skills not quite up to par. Got cammed E75s on Banana Road, but not unsurprising, Lenity has decided to avoid Banana Road, knowing that he didn't have the same tanks to fortify Banana Road. He's gone for the 3-line push. Got a couple shots exchanged between Butane and Touchy B. Start the battle off. Pretty even still, 97% health per team. The yellow, when a name turns yellow, that means that the team has been spotted, or the player has been spotted. So he is detected, he is spotted, the other team knows his location. You can see all of Lenity's team is practically detected as they go around that bend, but they are still able to come in strong on the base here. We've got Pokey and Butane having their own little battle here. Butane's almost dead. That white little bar underneath their health bar. Oops. Lenity's working here. That white little bar underneath their health bar is the reload. How do I go back to free cam? Free cam. Keep accidentally pressing A to observe player. You've got a cap push here. 5 seconds. They're really doing their best to get the reset, but Lenny's done a good job. It looks like they might. No. Oh, they got the reset. And back here on the other side of the map, I did it again. Why does that keep happening? On the other side of the map, HUD off. No. Oh, I'm so failing on this. I'm sorry, guys. See if I just... Whoop, there. I don't know why it keeps popping back to individual tanks.
We did it! We won!
I failed miserably on that. I apologize. But they were able to pull off the base cap. take a look at some of the damage here, because we know inevitably there's going to be quite a delay between battles. So I'll be able to, in detail, take a look at some of this. EJ 4 shots dealt, 3 landed, 2 penned. Quite high rolled for. He must have done some ram damage there, because that's quite a bit of damage for only 2 shots landed. 3-3 for 3 from Cammed. 5-5 for 5 from MDK, so deadly. So we've got some pretty good accuracy going on here. Perfect from Joe. And Medic was able to bounce over 1,000 damage in his M103, so he was able to use that quite effectively. So the real damage dealers here, we got Hokey and his Yag Tiger dealing over 3,000. And then we've got Johnny Blaze and the Waffle dealing over almost 3,000. And a couple more at 2,000, but we have what is happening with my A key? We have Joe and Arctic holding it on for the base cap to get the win. So Joe's team gets the win in round 1. I'm really confused as to why it kept going back to the tank. As far as I could read, a lot of damage dealt by Faust and Johnny. I don't know what happens if I'm back in the garage when they start the battle, so I don't want to do that. But I'll take another look at it after this second round. I will be on Lenity's side this time, it looks. Instead, the colors, I believe, will swap, and I will still spawn on the top side of the map. But I have to figure out why the camera kept jumping back to other tanks, because I wasn't pressing A. To host me on your channel, Crispy, you, as far as I know, you have to be on the actual website. So we'll go free cam mode. Fly. It does it again. I don't understand why. Free cam mode. I wonder if that's a known issue, because I am not pressing it. I've been like very adamant not to press it. All right. So you got to stand off on the 3 line here. Oh, still getting used to it. You can see they don't quite have shots down this road from that angle. They're just peeking. But their entire team, there we go. Their entire team is obviously lit up. All yellow, all yellow. Now up on the top. Not sure how to do that fast mode. There's a way to make the camera go faster. But up here you got a battle going, so let's check this out. You got Lenity and Joe themselves up here. 3-on-3. All Eyes comes around. Oh, he lands a shot on Joe. And the camera swapped again. God damn it. It's just infuriating. Infuriating. It doesn't seem to make any sense no matter how I control this. No matter how I control this. Is it when a tank dies? No, it's... Where am I? Over here. I think it's when a tank dies. Yep, there, Joe died. Oh my god. I might have to, another one died. Okay. So I've come to conclude that when a tank dies, it keeps doing that. So I will just toggle through the tanks. I mean, there's nothing else I can do. Whoa, director mode? This is weird. The fuck? Johnny Blaze has yellow and a white bar on his name. I'm not sure what that's all about.
It's over. Everyone fall back.
Joe's team wins again. So, Yag Tiger, Oki and his Yag Tiger pulling 3K. Lenity and his T54 also pulling 3K, just slightly more. Bouncing over 1,000 damage. Medic bouncing over 2,000 damage in his M103. He must know the secret to that tank that the rest of us don't. Or he's getting lucky and no one's shooting Prem at him. I don't know. But you don't see the M103 bounce too often. Cammed and Butane both pulling over 3,000 damage here.
Hey, Weasel. Weasel.
Oh, I had an impromptu visit there for a second. But it's all good. I mean, well, I was gonna do that first battle for you. What was the question? Faust? Let me pull that. Yes, that was just Quinn that jumped in. Quinn, not that he just caught me off guard. I didn't realize who it was at first. And then I said I was a little busy, and then he left, and it's all good. This is my battle. This is the battle I was supposed to be looking at. Okay. am I looking for? Well, I can't see your wife's shirt, so how am I supposed to argue that? Alright, so E50s, E75s. Joe's going to do the same tried and true tactic. 2 TDs in the back end. Going with wide park in the rain this time. I am extremely frustrated on this. It'd be very hard for all eyes to know what's going on with how disoriented I've been so far in this whole camera mode. You want me to start creeping your wife on Facebook? Is that what you're asking me, Tony? Very excited to see the turnout here. We got quite a few viewers tonight. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for following and being quite active in the chat tonight. I feel like I'm dropping the ball here on this, though. This cat's offline. Yes, but I have the eye in the sky view, so you can see everybody. Right, here we go. I wonder if there's a setting involved. Options. Name. I don't see any options. Boom! Goes right back to the person. I'm just so at a loss as to why it's doing this. Kind of cool that you can turn the HUD right off, but you got right off the bat, you got Lennity's team in the blue going over to the bridge. We've got Joe's team camping it out. Looks like they're playing Turtle behind the buildings, spreading out along the town. Lennity's able to cross the tracks. He's just crushing right in. Got his team coming. They've for the most part been detected. And Johnny Blaze here been having some stellar games, quite a lot of damage dealt, but now he's finding himself he's going to find himself with a lot of tanks coming in on him in quite a hurry. Side shots coming in from the far side, but that's not going to slow them down. coming in on Johnny Blaze. He does have backup, but they're going to have shots on him before the backup's able to retaliate. Lenity's team's able to push in here. Take a look from this angle and see what kind of mess is going to ensue, because Joe's pulled him into a trap a little bit here in this back road. He has them outnumbered. Tank just Johnny Blaze just died, so it's pulled me back to look at Lenity's tank. Ooh, ammo rack on Lord Raven. Look at that reload. It is slow, excruciatingly slow. Parasite's been hit with an ammo rack, so his reload's pretty slow too now. They're just slugging it out. Lenity's got the advantage here. He's up 20% 20% health. It's really cool being able to see all of the health at once. Raven's down, DJ's down, Butane's down. Lenity picked up that kill there. All Eyes just got hit with a ammo rack. Quinn Trouble's spamming me with invites. Lenity's taking shots at Arctic through there. He's still got cams down. Lenity's up 5-1. He made a very good push down the 1-2 line, and he was able to jump on some of Joe's tanks that he had off by themselves. And he's going to come around here. Joe's been ammo racked. He's going to be squished by Lenity. He doesn't even care. He just drives right by him. Arctic's down, and that's game.
Mission accomplished.
All right. So many messages going off, so much happening at once. Very good battle there by Lenity's team. Excellent. We've got 3 separate people with over 3,000 damage dealt. Unfortunately, Ranrod was not able to land a shot. Poor Ranrod. But Lenity, Sam, and Hokie, all 3 able to break 3,000 damage. And 2 goose eggs. Lord Raven and Johnny both goose egging on Joe's team. But the game is now 2-1 for Joe, and we're going to flip sides on Wide Park, and we're going to try this one again. I'm in the garage here. I'm going to reply. Alright, Joe's switching it up to the Conquerors. He's going to counter those M103s with Conquerors. Personally, I think those Conquerors are much better than the M103s. But, if you don't got them, then you play what you have. Cat, bite my toe! Yes, we do. We have a battle. 2-1. Crispy, if you go on your computer to search you go under the settings, there's a auto host list of options. I don't know how to set it up properly, but it's somewhere under there. I'll go through that with you when I'm not in the broadcast. So bear with me there. Hope the battle's not starting without me. Hyde Park rain. Of course, we know that. All right. We have a couple. We have 3 M103s, 3 E75s, a Conqueror, STI, and T10 on the red team, Lenity's team. He is going big heavy. And Joe's basically got the same loadout as before. He has switched the E50s for E75s. You can see Joe's team is kind of scattering off the start here. Both teams actually seem to be kind of scattering. Slowly moving towards the hills are the Conquerors. They want to take an aggressive hill position. It might work out for them since, we've got detections. Since Lenity's team here has also kind of spread out, we've got Lenity and Cole going for a wide angle here. They'll be able to get shots on anyone cresting down near the middle, or if they were going to try and crest on the one line, but no one went that way. We've got Hokie positioned here in the courtyard, and quite a few tanks guarding the bridge. So Lenity's set himself up for a long battle. They play this patiently. Joe will have a hard time getting across. But Joe is also playing the same game. He's set his TDs in the back. He's got the hill covered aggressively in the middle. And he's got a little bit weaker defense on the one line side, which is why it looks like Lenity has pushed that way. But he's more capable of falling back to defend that side from the north spawn. A couple of shots have been landed on the medic. Where's medic? Over here. Oh, medic got hit pretty tough, or pretty good here. They've been landing the shots over here on Touchy. He's been hit, so he's trying to see. He's down. Touchy's down. Smokey Joe took him out from the middle. So that aggressive middle position there that they went to right off the bat with the Conquerors, they've got good gun depression. They're able to hit anything trying to crest on this side. So from here, Joe's got the advantage on both health and tanks, and he's almost taken out another tank with medic, as we saw. So Ranrod and Carl are, along with Goose, are holding this side. All Eyes is there with them. Oki managed to land a shot on DJ there. Very nice. We're just playing the peek and poke game. Arctic takes out medic. And you knew that was going to happen with the next time he poked over. Arctic here, he's just watching. Arctic knows he's behind that hill just enough. They don't have a shot on him. But he was able to pick that shot off on Arctic, on medic there. Lenity's repositioning. He's trying to group up on that side of the map, but that's just going to allow Arctic to wiggle here and get a nice shot. Look at that, from cresting right here where Joe sent Arctic. He's able to, if he's able to peek up over there, he's got Goose looking at him, but he's got pretty good shots on almost anything if he waits for his opportunity. Joe's able to land a shot on Hokie. Nice. Ooh, DJ, Lord Raven takes out Hokie, and DJ's been able to take this spot on the hill here too. the Conqueror is just such a great tank. DJ's almost dead though. He has the least health on Joe's team out of all his tankers, but he has not lost a tank yet. Hoagie, Medic, Touchy, and Lenity have all gone down. Lenity will be able to call the shots from spectator mode. You do not get the eye in the sky mode as spectator when you are in battle, but you do get to toggle between the tanks. They're trying to make a push here to take out DJ, but Joe's ready for it. Butane takes out All Eyes, and he peeks through the middle of the bridge there, and he takes out All Eyes. And now they're crashing over the hill. It's not long now. We've got Cole goes down with a ram. Carl goes down. We've got Ranrod and Goose left. Ranrod here. Goose is in the mix. He's going to be pummeled. Ranrod takes quite a few big hits. He'll go down with the next shot. Ooh, he bounces it. DJ bounces his shot on Ranrod. Goose goes down. He was in the middle of the battle, and Joe takes a 9-0 win. Didn't lose a single tank. Joe takes a 3-1 lead in the series, and that solidifies the tie. We only play 6 rounds during the TLP versus TLP game. The TLP versus TLP Sunday scrimmage. If we play 3 maps, 1 of each side, and depending on time, we sometimes play a tiebreaker, but normally we just end it at the end of that. It's all for fun. It's all for games. It's to 1 day a week where we all get together and shoot each other. Goose dealing the most damage on Lenity's team. 2,500 damage. Carl breaking 2,000 as well, but Touchy, Medic and All Eyes. 3 goose eggs on their team. Not good, guys. Joe taking the high caliber with 3,700 damage. 13 shots, 13 hits, 11 pens. Very nice. The 2 other Conquerors both breaking 1,000 damage. But the T10 coming in second place with 2,500. That must have been a tough spot he got himself into. I believe he was in the A, or the 1 line on the tracks there. And once he got himself up there flat, it was probably pretty easy pickings. Pretty easy shots for him, but the T10 is not known for its gun depression, so being a Russian tank and all. So we've played both sides of Himmelsdorf. Joe managed to squeak those battles, a win in both of those battles, and they've split Wide Park. Now we're going to go to a classic mines battle. Joe's going to keep 2 Conquerors on the board, 2 E75s. He's got those TDs. I'm not sure if those are the only 2 9s those two Johnny and Lord Raven have, or if that's by choice. But nevertheless, they have been in those 2 TDs, I believe, every battle. 3 Conquerors on the board. Lenity's probably going through his tankers and confirming what tanks they have, trying to figure out. I'm sure if anyone's watching that's not from TLP that does scrimmaging with their team, You come in, you know what tanks you want, you know what tanks everybody has. But when we do these TLP versus TLP scrimmages, a lot of the time, a lot of the players involved in this aren't necessarily comp players that have their tanks all decked out and loaded up. They're just some of the guys that are here to have fun. We're part of the community. We're a community that plays together. So sometimes you find yourself going, so what tank do you have? Last week you had the E50, you don't have it this week? Oh no, I finished it and then I unlocked the E50M, so I sold the E50 and I bought it or whatever, you know. So people don't keep their garage loaded out specifically for this. The score would be 3-1 for Joe, to answer your question there, Trin. As I said, they split both sides of. They split the wide park battles. Both teams won from the north side, and so the north side seems to be the stronger side for that map. And Joe won both sides of Himmelsdorf. I feel like the music has stopped playing. And no, I was not trying to sing Al McLean's American Pie. There, whatever, I'll click that. So we have Joe's team in the blue and Lenity in red. We'll go to the map here. Lenity chose two T-54s, E50, T-10 STI, two M103s and E75, and a Conqueror. They're going, Joe, I should say, is going straight for that hill. He must feel he has the advantage on speed. Quickly, I'll show you. He has 3 Conquerors, 3 E75s. So I wouldn't necessarily say speed, but he wants to battle it out. He thinks he can take out those mediums before they get up. And he just slaughters Touchy B. He goes down quickly. That was not what Touchy B wanted to happen there. Joe is just without any hesitation crushing the upper hill here. Couple hits being bounced off of Joe's team. There are a lot of rounds fired at those Conquerors, and they managed to bounce every one of them. Now Arctic takes a little bit of damage, but that was the first damaging blow. You've got Lenity sweeping around here for a flank, though. Ooh, another medic goes down. So the flank maneuver that he's pulling here is just happening a little bit too late. They were already able to take down 2 tanks, Touchy and Medic. Camden and Faust are holding the rear here. Medic dropped off the hill, and he's on the hill still. He's dropping off the hill. So he's trying to split up that 3-man push. Lenity just drives right through. He's not even stopping. He goes down. They turned around. Those Conquerors just 1, 2, 3 shot him, took him down. I think Butane was part of that as well. Goose is pushing up. Butane's gonna peek around and take a shot at him. There's action happening everywhere. Deadly Hokie takes down Deadly. You can even see the track repair going on. I just realized that DJ's track was being repaired, and he instantaneously used his kit to take that back. He is a 1-shot. He's going to be the next one to go down. Carl is going to peek around. Joe protects him, takes the shot for him. DJ's able to peek around here. Joe's going to land a shot. Hoki's going to land a DJ's going to land a shot on Hoki, taking out his ammo rack, but Hoki's going to retaliate with the kill. We've got 3 very low health tanks for Lenity's team here. They're going to go down one by one. Butane takes out Carl. All Eyes takes out Joe. Butane is in the mix here all by himself, but he has much more health. He's got his friends coming in behind. Amd and Arctic. Hoki tries to rope a dope Arctic, but he's having none of it. Am says, "You're done, Goose." And Arctic doesn't land the shot in before Butane takes out Hoki. Butane takes out Hoki, and that was another quick battle for Joe to take a 4-1 victory, or 4-1 lead, securing the victory with one more round to go. You can see Arctic, actually Joe taking the damage lead, 7 shots, 7 hits, 7 pens. Just an incredible gun on the Conqueror. Arctic coming in second. We have Johnny and Butane both breaking 2,000. So we have 4 tanks on their team, on Joe's team, breaking 2,000 damage, and 2 more very close behind. On Lenity's team, we have the only tank breaking 2,000 was a Conqueror with 5 pens. We have Goose, Hoki, Parasite, and Cole all breaking 1,000 as well. And poor Touchy B, he got just hammered. 5 hits received, 1 non-penetrating. So 4 shots took him out as he crested that hill right at the beginning, unfortunately for him. And that set the tone for the rest of the battle. You can still hear me, right? I am still being broadcast. I guess that answers my own question. Now that I'm doing this, and you keep asking me what's the score, I feel like I need to add a scoreboard on the bottom for while I'm doing this, because I currently don't have one. Yes, technically that's match for Joe, but no matter what, TLP versus TLP Sunday Scrim, we play all 6 battles. Whether it goes 3-3, 6-0 as in previous weeks, or it goes down to 4-1, and we still play the 6th battle, whether it's means something or not. It's a fun day where we get to shoot our friends, but it's also a little bit of practice for those that don't get to experience the team training battle mode. Most of the players here, I wouldn't say most of the players, but a lot of the players here aren't going to be able to participate in any sort of high-profile tournament, but it's still fun to be involved in a training room battle like this, and it's It's if they were ever needed to be a call-up player, they know what's going on. They know how the call-outs go. They know what it's like to be on a 7-man, or in this week's case, what, nine-man platoon, a bigger platoon where it's all of you coordinating and communicating together. That kind of experience is what we're focusing on in this kind of training environment for our TLP members. So we've switched sides. We have Lenity in the blue. His team has 2 E50s, 3 M103s, 2 M75s, a T10 and STI. I turned that off by mistake. He's got 2 tanks going along the water, the rest going straight up the middle. You've got Joe going straight for the counter. It's a longer, as you saw in the first battle, it takes longer to get there from the south spawn, but Joe's got his 2 TDs in reserve back there, so he can fall back and maybe pull them over the middle, and yeah, he can have those TDs land shots. Lenity's coming up with his 3 tanks here. Arctic goes down. Lenity's trying to come up for a flank, but he's going to be rudely surprised when he gets slammed by these TDs. Deadly's also held back a little bit. He'll be a little bit of a nuisance for them pulling up and allow Cam to turn around. And I don't know why it's not showing me who's dying, but Lenity just went down. Butane goes down. It's not showing up on the side. Cam goes down. I'm not understanding this training mode, this free cam mode sometimes. We've got all out melee in the middle here. Faust goes down. Lord Raven goes down. It's a pretty close battle health-wise, but yeah. But Joe's team is up a tank. It's 5 tanks to 4. 5 tanks to 3. Ooh, 2 big hits there. Take another 3rd big hit there. It's 6-6. But somehow somebody must have killed themselves, because it's 3 tanks remaining for Lenity and only 2 tanks remaining for Joe. Or sorry, I said that backwards. 3 tanks remaining for Joe and 2 tanks remaining for Lenity. Lenity has 2 very healthy tanks here. They should be able to take out DJ. But Ranrod took a big hit from the waffle in the back. They've must have been missing one of the tanks, because they killed the tank and it's still 2-1. Ranrod is all by himself. He gets taken out. And that's another win. Another win for Joe's team, making it a 5-1 weekend for him. But Deadly and Johnny Blaze dealt quite a lot of damage there. Johnny was one of the TDs in the background there. He must have been undetected for quite a while, or just managed to avoid the attention of Lenity's team coming around the backside and up the middle, because he was able to land 9 penetrating shots. Deadly was right up there in the mix. He landed 9 penetrating shots himself. And DJ, not unsurprisingly, up there in the top 3 with the Conqueror. On On Lenity's team, it was a little bit more spread out. Poor Goose and Lenity didn't manage to break 1,000, but the rest of the team did. You even have 4 people breaking 2,000. One of them, Touchy B, even breaking 3,000. So he was very determined to make up for the battle before, breaking 3,000 damage there. So that should be the end of the battle. And I'm going to send an invite here to... Wait, maybe I'll just join. Okay.
You like that showing tonight?
Yep, we are. We're live on the stream now. At least we should be. I don't know why I was having such a hard time getting my jumping from party to party there with the stream chat, but that's why I said just join me. Just join me.
Yep.
So we'll do an announcement here for the tournament. We will. What are we doing? We're setting up a Facebook event, right? So just tell me like you told everybody else, Joe, and they'll hear you.
All right, for the TLP members, everyone able to make it tonight for the scrim, we have an announcement. There will be a 3v3 tournament starting in August, first weekend to the third weekend on the Sunday. The big day is the first day, the first Sunday of the month. I will be trying to get half of the bracket done on the one day. We will be having an event sign-up sheet on our Facebook page, the Lid Poppers Gaming Community. If you're interested in joining this tournament, go and comment on it or click on going to the event. This is a 3v3 tournament. The captains are selected and the teams will be assigned. There will be no picking and there will be no choosing of teams. This is all random to make it as fair as possible. The better showing, the better chances of the top team getting a prize at the end of this, guys. Let's try to make this happen and make this a fun tournament.
So if people want to participate in this tournament, they have to go to the event. We're going to be creating a Facebook event, and they have to check that they're going. They have to check box that they're going. It'd be as if somebody created a party or a birthday party or some sort of event on Facebook, but we're creating it as a tournament event, and you have to mark going. That way, it's not one of those Facebook threads where people comment their gamer tag and oh, I commented on the wrong one because you posted it more than once, and if you check back and he said, we're making an event. If you have to put your name on the event as going.
If you do not have Facebook or you are not on the Facebook page, please contact myself, TLP Smokey Joe, TLP Weasel, or TLP DJ, or TLP Trinidad if you cannot comment or if you cannot get on the Facebook page, and we will comment your names. Just the four of us, the officers of tanks, will comment your name on this if you are not on the Facebook page.
If you know someone that's not, and they're telling you, and you talk to them about it, relay this message if they don't if they don't hear this message. Obviously, word of mouth. That's what'll get this going, guys.
Yeah.
But another great TLP versus TLP event. The first one I have done in spectator mode. Thank you for bearing with me, guys, and we will catch you next week.